Everything has beauty, but not everyone sees it. This is a famous quote by Confucius. The Birth of Venus. This is a painting done by Sandro Botticelli. The Birth of Venus is one of the most iconic, famous Western paintings from the Renaissance. The artist, Sandro Botticelli, painted this between 1482 and 1485 as a newer classical interest. Tempera paint on a canvas is the medium used for this historical painting. The Birth of Venus is located in Uffizi Gallery, Florence, one of the oldest and most celebrated art museums in Europe. Botticelli used a translucent canvas painting technique. The horizon line is dramatic, and the lines used in the waves are unevenly thin with disordered curves and are swirling and flowing in a naturalistic way. Venus, the goddess of love, sex, beauty, and fertility, stands elegantly and sensually on an open clamshell. Her long blonde hair flowing in the wind and her hand placement brings a sense of beauty is all that it is. Everything that love could be from beginning to end. Venus's skin is smooth and her muscle tone is lean, making her appeal flexible and sensual. Her soft curves and her legs complement the gold in her hair and eyes, representing a feminine beauty from all over. Botticelli may have been inspired by Greek mythology and the Christianity Eve in the garden. Venus stands naked on a seashell in the garden, and Eve was also naked in the garden. The idea of being naked was only of normality and beauty rather than a sensual beauty or a sensual nudity. Peace was relaxing and love was clear. The two figures in the left foreground is Greek Zephyrus carrying the nymph Florence as they blow wind towards Venus. Florence is also known as Aurora. She is the goddess of springtime. Flowers flow all around the scenery, and the trees and the luscious greens are tackled by the waves, and the shore of the water goes for miles. The scenery is a garden by the water. In the right foreground is a lady holding a sheet printed with flowers, waiting to cover Venus's body. There is a Neoplatonism physiological meaning for the spiritual beauty and the birth of love. My overall initial interpretation of the artwork has reached maximum appreciation level for the piece and all that it stands for. With first glance at the piece, your eyes may have become lost or unsure of the meaning. But if you look closer, opening your eyes, you can reveal a story and a beautiful meaning. Back in the day, nobody was judged for what they looked like. It was how we were and how we were created. We did not look to our neighbors and then look back at ourselves and question our bodies. We did not point fingers and say who was different and who looked better or who looked worse. We saw nothing other than what we saw, because what we saw was how we were created, and how we were created was not questioned. And the true meaning of love was clear. There was no distractions. There was nothing to put anybody on a side to think that they were different or judged. It was pure sensual beauty from the inside out, from everything that you could perceive, from looking at a flower to looking at a rock, that everything had beauty. This day and age, we have taught our eyes to only see what we want them to. We have listened to too many voices to see what's truly there. Venus is representing beauty and strength in a feministic way. From the softness of her skin to her muscles and her long legs with the arches and all her curves, her long hair, It's sensual. It is intriguing. It is the focal point. Zephyrus carrying the nymph so strong as all the flowers fall from behind them, and they blow, pushing Venus towards shore. Although she could come or go as pleased. She could go to the water, she could go to the garden, but instead she just finds a place of being, a place of relaxation, a place where she can just stand back and say, yes, I am Venus. The lady to her right holds out a giant sheet that has flowers printed on it, waiting to cover her body. But Venus stands proud of her own skin, proud of who she is on the inside and on the outside.